You know when I knew he was the man? The man came through with a Prada jacket, Valentino jumper, freshly shaven trim, like he's been there before.
What did he have on his wrist?
I didn't watch the watch.
Yeah, he had a what's it, Sky Dweller? He had Sky Dweller as well.
Sky Dweller
on his wrist.
You know what I'm trying to say? So he has the aura.
And he was...
We are going to suffer for a long period and we will try to win games. This will take time, but I know we have to win games.
See what this new manager's all about then, shall we? Good start, they look lively. I won't get carried away. Go, Rashford! Go! 2 minutes in. We are back, baby! We are back! Ruben, you've just given me a rod on because we are so fucking back! We're back! We are back! We're back. Full time. That's a shame, innit? Ruben Amorim. Never even heard of him. All I'm saying is you can do it in the Portuguese league, but can you do it in the best league in the world? That's exactly what I was going to say. Christ, get Solskjaer on the blower.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Now we're done, man. Yo, chill, man. Fucking hell, man. I'm gonna fucking lose the house, bro. The fuck, man? Yo, listen, man. I'm like, yo, are you gonna pay for that? Yo, listen, bro. Wallahi, man, chill. Bro, yo, what the fuck, man? Are you gonna pay for that? I'm fucking done! Yo, I can't, yo, listen, man. I rent this house. I don't own this house, man. Relax, man. Yo, chill, man.
Well. Oh, welcome to another episode of the End-to-End Football Podcast. And then there was two. Abs, E2E, New Hope, smiling manager in the back. What are you saying?
It was a tough one. It was a tough one this weekend. But overall good, right? You know, there's some other result that made me smile this weekend. You know, half the pain. So I'm gonna go with that. In fact, he's way too smiley for what was going on the sideline. So let me just quickly change that. That's more like it. Yes. That's exactly how we felt, brother. Don't worry. I felt for you, brother. Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
That's the exact moment when he thought these guys are criminals. That's the exact moment. Somewhere in the first half, he just went, they're not doing what I asked them to do.
Yep. And he all started so well as well, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll get to that. Yeah. We have more important things at hand. Ruben Amorim, first game in.
Mm-hmm.
Away to Ipswich.
First of all,
well.
I will say, right? Ipswich is, I know their league position is terrible, but if anyone's actually watched an Ipswich game, they're not rubbish. They just can't finish their chances. And I'll be honest, this game was pretty much the same. They probably could have won, really.
Yeah.
Right? And it would have been really embarrassing. Right? Here's some good points. There's some bad points, but there's some good points. I'm going to take his team selection out of it because I was angry about it on Saturday. On Sunday. But,
Casemiro Ericsson together was a bit mad.
Well, that's the thing, right?
That looked a bit risky, boy.
But it's the thing. That was the team he was forced to pick.
Okay.
Because Ugarte just come from international. I think he landed on Friday, so he didn't really train. Maino's just coming back from injury, so it's a little bit... Ipswich game is too much of a back and forth game. They have too much physicality and energy for throwing back in. I think there's some other players that was just coming back. So he couldn't risk it. All right, fair enough. because I never want to see Eriksen and Casemiro together in a pivot midfield. Never again in my life.
Risky, man. Even though you got the system, I don't know if the system is enough to protect that. But
No,
that's too
never
risky.
ever in my life do I want to see that ever again. Yeah, because anytime we lost the ball, I was just like, oh, God, here we go. Right. It looked a little bit better when Bruno was in there, just for legs, because Bruno just likes running.
Yeah.
We don't know where he's running to, but he likes running. Right. So I'm gonna take the team selection out of his hands for now. Right. Except for one part. I'm just gonna mention one part. Ahmad cannot play. I know he played well this game, but Ahmad cannot be the wing back. While Nacho is the number 10 striker. No. If you want goals of football intelligence, you have to put Ahmad in the right place. And I don't want, because players, right? Because they are good generally wherever you play them, that becomes their career. Rooney had it for a long time. Maserati is going to have it now as well, because
listen, the best example of that is Ashley Young, bro. You know what I mean? We forget that Ashley Young was actually a good winger at Aston Villa.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. He came to United. It was an decent winger. Probably not. We probably shouldn't have bought him, but right. And then all of a sudden, well, try left back, then right back, right? But I think why I say Rooney, because Rooney played. Rooney was a top player with a ridiculous record, still our top scorer ever. And just imagine if he had the selfishness to say, no, I'm playing up front or I'm playing number 10, no matter what.
Yeah.
Instead of, I'm going to go left wing because Ronaldo's here and because he doesn't do the running, I'll do it. If Rooney had the same ego as Ronaldo, imagine what Rooney's numbers could have been. That's what I always tell people. So I don't want that to happen to Ahmad because he looks like he's going to already. Right?
But I also don't think on the physical tip, I don't think he can do that though.
Against a top team,
you know what I mean?
Never.
I don't think he can play wing back. I don't think he's got enough pace, or even he doesn't strike me as having the engine for that. Because you need.
I don't. I think, like I said, he did a good job. Let's not. Let's not.
Hey, listen, like I said, I've said it many times on here. He's been my favorite attacker of yours, and seeing him actually starting, I was like, you know what, this is a good sign. But then wing back, I was like, I don't know about that. If you had him as the 10, that's kind of on the right. Yeah.
Oh, that would have worked.
You know what I mean?
That would have worked. So yeah,
because Mazraoui can do that, man. Because he's good on the ball anyway. He's quite.
And there's another problem. Another player that can play everywhere, because Mazraoui is he can also be in the back three easily. And this is my problem, because some players are good because they're good at being adaptable. They might get used like that. But okay. So anyway, sorry, I didn't want to even harp on about that, but I just want to mention that one. All for the last 2 weeks, Ruben has said the same thing. You're going to at least see a vision, right? Bearing in mind, he's had these boys for 2 days training, and then this is his first match. So that's 3 days, if you want to put it that way. Yeah. Now we know the team's rubbish. He needs to find out on his own way. But already in 2 days, I've seen more vision from him than I saw 2.5 years with Tenor.
Listen, my thing with these kind of things is obviously for rival fans, they were thirsting for Ipswich dub so they can say, new manager, whatever. But if anything, if I'm a rival, I would actually want for you to get new manager bounce, because new manager bounce are not necessarily a foundation for anything.
They're not. It's
they're more like just a confidence. Everyone's running hard. Everyone's just a bit gas. Like the Ollie thing. You know what I mean, there's no real foundations to that. So if you
the moment Ollie got the job, the results came crashing down.
Yeah, but then even then, like my thing with that is, if now it's just working, it's just you're kind of doing somewhat of the same thing. You revert to, let's do counter attack, which is the easiest revert you can do as a manager. Play on the counter, we're getting results. New manager bounce, haha. But if there's an actual system, and he's trying to figure out who can actually play what position, he's trying to figure out, and there's teething problems. To me, that's not really a red flag, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be a red flag if months from now, we're not seeing nothing. But expecting it off the first game that these players that can't even play the whatever system Ten Hag was playing are just going to pick this up and just run with it is another thing. the only thing though, in the second half, to be fair, I was watching the Madrid game, so I had it on the side, but he kind of lost shape when you brought on them strikers, man.
This is the
And they made him
scariest
suck.
thing for me.
It's like
right?
they came on, and I feel like you lost the structure, got lost when their man came on.
It
I feel
got
like
it got
he kind
skied,
of
bro. It got
he just got a
skied.
bit messy.
But, okay, so what it is, right? With this guy, he plays 3-4-3, but there's variation where one variation is he has 2 number 10s and 1 striker. So like he has a box in the middle, and then the wing backs have to do all the work.
Yeah.
The other variation he does is he drops the middle striker into like a number 10 role, and then makes the other 2 strikers up there.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that's what he was trying to do when he put Højlund and Xerxes on. Because obviously from the sideline, you can see how many times he was getting angry at Xerxes for not running into the box. So he was not meant to be a number 10. But Xerxes, and he kept dropping in because he wants to get a touch of the ball and turn into a midfielder, which is why the shape was all wrong. Because Mount came on at some point, and I'm sure he was meant to be that 10 while Bruno was behind him. But Xerxes right beside him, ruins the whole shape completely. But this is what worries me the most, right? We had Garnacho, Rashford, and Bruno. And I did think two of them out of 3 are probably not going to be here, right? But the craziest thing is when he put on Højlund and Xerxes, my head, and this is how embarrassing this squad is, my head, I said, bring Garnacho and thing back. That's how bad they were.
I really think this system does not suit Garnacho unless if he's playing wing back, and I don't really think he can do that anyway.
You can't do it. Yeah,
because in any number 10 position, I don't think he's got anything about him to say number 10 in it.
He has no intelligence.
Obviously, he can't play striker. So I don't think the system suits him whatsoever. And again, and I'll say it as well, you have to trust this manager and you ain't about these players. Because what will happen now? Because some fans ain't got no patience. They've got nothing about them. So he comes in, he's got his 3-4-3 or system he's got here. They'll see it not work for a bit. They get impatient. Oh, he needs to just use the players in the right position. Dish the system. Watch. Because they're their guy, they'll be saying, "Oh no,
yeah.
He doesn't suit Garnacho. He needs to, do this."
My biggest problem is Ineos getting impatient.